Hello, it's me again. Hi there. Okay, so today we are going to do foundation application. Okay, now today I've already done my brows because the last time I took you through how to slay your brows. Let me know if you were able to follow the simple and quick steps that I brought to you in slaying your brows. Like I earlier said, we are going to be doing foundation application, and to do that you need a moisturizer. I'm using this one. You also need a primer and then your foundation. Some people apply their foundation with foundation brushes and then beauty blenders after the foundation brush. That's me. Some people use only brushes, some people use only beauty blenders, no, beauty sponges. Okay, because beauty blender is a brand. Okay, so beauty sponges. Let's get to it. For foundation application, you should just make sure that the foundation you're using is your exact shade or just a little darker, just a shade darker, just so that if you're going to be highlighting and contouring and all of that, by the time you're done, you'd have a skin-like finish. You'd have the makeup looking like skin. Okay, now for today we're just going to be doing foundation. I'm going to set it with a powder as well, but the focus is foundation application. Let's pause. I forgot to mention that some people are darker from their neck down. That means their face is fairer than their neck and their chest. And so if you're this type of person, you have to get a dark foundation that will match your neck and chest. Some people are also lighter from the neck down. That means their face is darker. And if you're this type of person, you'd have to get a lighter foundation so that the foundation will match your neck and your chest. So the goal is to match your neck and your chest. I hope you get it. So to start with, you finish taking your bath, you're ready to do your makeup. You have to moisturize. Very important. Now the moisturizer and primer are very important because you don't want the foundation on your skin directly. So these act as a barrier for you. Now there are different types of primers. We have the mattifying primers, hydrating primers, primers for dry skin, for normal skin, and all of that. So depending on your skin type, you get a primer that properly suits you and works for you. I'm not running it over my skin, I'm beating it into my skin. Now that I'm properly moisturized, I'm going to prime. So with the primer I showed you earlier, I'm just going to use this amount. You can use more or less, it depends. Now some primers leave a white cast, like make your face white. So it depends on which primer you are using and the amount you should use. Depending on the type of skin you have, you may have to use more than one primer. For me, I have a normal skin, so I use my primers all over my face regardless of which primer I'm using. Some people have an oily T-zone. This is your T-zone, and then the rest of their face is dry, and so they prefer to use a mattifying primer for the T-zone and then a hydrating primer for the rest of their face. Just as we have different types of primers, we have different types of foundations. So you decide based on preference and based on what works for you and for your skin type. So today I'm using this Maybelline foundation. It's a matte foundation. Okay, it's the Maybelline Superstay foundation. So I'm just going to use 2 pumps. I've used 1 pump already, and this is the second pump that I'm going to use. You can use more or less. Now in applying foundation, you go this way onto your skin. When you do this, you realize that you get the coverage that you need. So don't swipe, beat it into your skin. Don't swipe, because when you swipe, it doesn't work, and it leaves streaks as well, and the coverage you wouldn't like. And so just beat it into your skin this way. And when you get to this part of your face, okay, just lightly blend it down, because you don't want your foundation leaving a line of demarcation here. So just gently, with the lightest hand, blend it down. Without foundation, with foundation. If you remember from my brow tutorial, I mentioned that it's good to use foundation for the top of your brow, so that when you continue the rest of your face with your foundation, it all blends in. There you go, foundation applied. Now if you are the one that likes to use only a brush, you can leave it like this, but for me, like I mentioned, I like to go in with a beauty sponge. I rub the beauty sponge on my brush just so that it properly gets the remaining products on the brush. And then also I do this so that the beauty blender doesn't pick on my foundation. So you've based it, so there is some product on the beauty sponge. Then I just go in to lightly blend over the foundation. Like I said, today we're doing foundation application, so this is it. However, I'm going to set with a powder so that we can finish the video. Okay, remember that you have to set every cream with a powder so your foundation doesn't run through the day. Just lightly set my face. And that's it. So you can finish off with your mascara, your lip gloss, or your lipstick, and you're good to go. In our next video, I'm going to take you through a highlighting and contouring routine for beginners. It's going to be very easy, very easy. So let me know how your foundation application is going after you watch this video, and also let me know if you've been able to draw beautiful brows. I'm definitely going to catch you in another video. Remember that the next video is going to be a highlighting and contouring video. I wouldn't miss it if I were you. Bye.